The race is over. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take Jim to realize that. He is fiddling while the world burns.
For a third time this past Friday, Congressman John Rutherford voted to keep Jim Jordan out of the speakership role. Liz Ryan reports.
I asked him why he, again, voted for Steve Scalise.
Steve Scalise beat Jim Jordan in a head-to-head free and fair election in conference. Then Jim Jordan got up in his concession speech and basically made sure that Steve Scalise could never get to 217.
Jim Jordan has apologized to Steve Scalise for doing that, but that didn't cut it for Rutherford.
This is about accountability and principled leadership. That was a character flaw that I saw in Jim Jordan that I cannot now reward by making him Speaker of the House. Scalise beat him, and he refused to accept it. I can't vote for somebody like that. And then the way he's now gone on with vote after vote after vote, we met with him yesterday and made it very clear, Jim, we're not going to support you. You failed in setting a good leadership example. This is about accountability. I know principled leadership is not always easy, but it's always right. He's got to be held accountable because this is not just about Jim Jordan. This is about the other members in the conference. Discipline and accountability is not just for the person it's directed at. It's for all the other folks around.
I asked if his vote was retribution against Matt Gaetz.
This has got nothing to do with Matt Gaetz. Look, I did not like Matt doing what they did. Him and 7 other Republicans joined with the Democrats to take out a speaker. That should have never happened. I think they're somewhat sorry for having done that now, but this has nothing to do with Matt Gaetz at this point. This is about the leadership failures that I saw within Jim Jordan.
Rutherford was one of the 25 House Republicans who voted for someone other than Jim Jordan in this third round of voting. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Dune restoration work in St. Johns County will force the closure of a public beach parking lot. Joey Pellegrino is a public affairs specialist for the county.
We're temporarily closing the parking lot at 2700 South Ponte Vedra Boulevard. That's a public beach parking lot, because we're moving on to the next phase of our FEMA dune enhancement project, and we're going to need that closed for public safety. The closure should last about 3 weeks, but that's just an anticipated date, and a lot of that will depend on the weather, of course.
The work was put out to bid at more than $7.5 million, paid for by federal and state grants from FEMA and the Florida Department of Emergency Management. For updates on the project, visit sjcfl.us/coastal projects. With St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Amy Sherry.
Detours in downtown St. Augustine have been extended this week for drainage improvement work.
Weekday detours are planned at the intersection of King Street and Avenida Menendez in downtown St. Augustine to complete work on a drainage improvement project. Jacob Pickering of FDOT.
Weekday detours have been extended for another couple of weeks in downtown St. Augustine, right here at King Street at State Road A1A. Because of the 19th century boat that was found under the ground, the archaeological team kind of extended our time frame here on completing the drainage work. So we are expecting another 2 weeks of weekday detours of King Street between St. George and State Road A1A.
Detours are scheduled beginning on Sunday nights at 10 p.m. through Friday mornings at 6 a.m. through early November. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.